Today what we're going to be doing in class is the next steps of our project with the real versus implied texture. And so we're going to start with the real texture on the metal. You should have gotten this square paper and created a design that used 4 different patterns, nothing drawn so tiny that it wouldn't transfer well to the metal. You can split up your space however you want, but once your square is designed, you're going to move on to the metal piece. The first thing we have to do is actually get our metal piece ready. So I'm going to skip ahead here. So you can see here we have this nice piece of metal, but the edges are a little bit sharp and I want to avoid any of us getting a cut from the corners. So we're going to use masking tape. We're going to tape all 4 sides of this metal so that it is safe for us to use. So what you're going to do is take a piece of masking tape about the size of your metal, rip it off the roll, and then you're going to place it on the edge of your metal piece so that about half of the tape is hanging off. And the extra tape you're going to fold over so that it covers both sides. Then we're going to turn it and we're going to do the other 4 sides. So here you can see one that's already finished. All 4 sides are taped. And I could cut off that extra or I could leave it there. Either way is fine. So here I'm just finishing my metal, getting it ready. Once my metal is taped on all 4 sides, I can attach it to my design paper. So I'm going to take my paper with my square and my final design. I'm going to flip it over and then I'm going to tape my metal to the back so that it's in the center of that square. And I'm just going to use 2 little pieces of tape on the top and the bottom so that it doesn't move, because we are going to take this off of this paper. So just enough so it doesn't move. And now I'm ready to start transferring my designs. Once I'm ready, I need to either grab my sketchbook or a stack of papers, not a binder and not flat on the table. I'm going to place my paper with my metal on top of that. When you're working with this, the metal will move with the pressure of your pen, and we want it to be able to do that. And if it's on a flat, hard surface, it can't. So it's very important that you always work on top of a stack of papers. For transferring, I use a pen. That way I can see where I'm drawing. And I'm just going to apply pressure as I'm drawing and trace over my design. And as I go, I don't want to press so hard that I'm ripping my paper, but I do want to apply pressure. And I can flip my paper over, and then I can check and see, are my lines transferring? So I'm going to continue to do that all over the whole paper. And you can see here, I'm doing it flat on the table and it's really just not working. It's there a little bit, but not nearly as good as when you're working on top of a stack of papers. So it's really important that you always make sure you have your sketchbook or something under your metal. Here you can see one that I've gotten further with the transferring process. You can see more of the design. Again, working in pen. So that's what you're going to do today. You need to tape all 4 sides of your metal, and then you're going to use a pen and transfer your designs on to your final piece of metal.